Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 22 batting, not batting, bowling. We're doing some bowling gameplay. I wanted to say the Nets gameplay challenge of, they call it the Nets challenge when you download or pre-order the game. You get the Nets here, and you can have a little, there is like the mini game to score the points, but yeah, we're just gonna have a little bowl here, and as you can see, we're starting off with the Jimmy Anderson to start with, and it's the arcade controls, which I've got to be honest, dude, I don't really honestly like. So you've got the length marker there, which is very confusing. It's very confusing because you can rotate it, but like. And then you've got the, you can select slower, in swing, standard, you got all the delivery options, and then once you select that, then you've got this aftertouch feature, which I don't understand what the aftertouch is. As you see, that one just spewing out to the leg side. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go, like, I've never been an arcade style, cricketer. Obviously in the old days, arcade style was the default, and that's the only option you could play as. But yeah, just the pro controls for batting and bowling are they're just much superior. So they're very confusing in this game. I don't know. I mean, this is my first time actually bowling with those settings, and they're probably more simple than I'm thinking. I was probably trying to overthink it a little bit, but they're probably, I don't know. I don't know what the aftertouch is, because you'll see in this as well. So these are obviously, like I said, the pro controls, which I guess if you're new to the series, basically, yeah, you pull the right analog stick down to set your sort of delivery stride, your jump, and then you push the right analog stick forward when it's in the green area, which I keep missing. I keep bowling no balls here, just getting used to the feel of it. But and then while you're doing that, the direction which you push the right analog stick. So let's say you push it more to the right, then if you push it straight up, it's obviously going to go straight. If you push it more to the right, it'll go leg side. More to the left, it'll go to the offside. Sort of, it's just simple stuff. But you do see it does still have the aftertouch feature for the pro controls, which you can wiggle around in your run up here. I sort of just I was just leaving it at this point, because again, I just don't know what it's for, because you select the line with the right analog stick. So I was like, is the aftertouch for like the swing maybe? But I don't know. I'm sure, I'm sure there's a simple explanation, but like I said, this is my first time actually bowling in the Nets here. So in the comment section, if you know what the aftertouch is for, just put it so I can know, I guess. I'll probably find out after posting this. Oh baby, that's a beauty. That is the rip snorter right there. That was heading way down leg. The outswinger kicked in and taking out leg stump Anderson. I mean, it's a beautiful action. We'll talk a bit about this for a second here. I've been going on about the controls for way too long, but everything, I mean the bottom line, the bowling is very, very much the same, I would say. The aftertouch is the only sort of difference. Everything else is pretty much stock standard, which I really don't have an issue with. Like I didn't need the bowling to be overhauled. Like it's the one thing in Cricket 19 which I was very pleased with. The spin bowling and the pace bowling, I felt very it just felt very rewarding to bowl in that game. Like even long spells in like test matches and first class cricket, like it felt good to bowl into a plan and set a field and stuff. Like it just, I don't know, they did a really good job of making a wicket feel rewarding whilst also not dragging on. Like it could, like if you're bowling like 40 overs in a test match, like there were times where it could feel like it was dragging on without anything happening. But I mean, that's cricket, baby. And but it was always, you just felt like a wicket was around the corner. And then in like normal cricket, like you get one, you get two. Like it was just, I don't know, it was just a really good sort of balance to the bowling, and I'm hoping for more of that. I would love there to be like, and I don't know how like sort of in depth they could really make it, because at the end of the day you are bowling to an AI, as that's, oh baby, what an in-swinger, but you are bowling to an AI, so it is a little bit tough. But you know, probably I would love it to be a bit more like, you know, you do bowl to a plan, you know, because obviously the batters do have their strengths and weaknesses, but a lot of the times the strengths and weaknesses are so worthless, because a weakness for a batter is going to be like special shots, and you're bowling pace, they're not going to be doing special shots against you. So it was always a little bit like, you can't really bowl to a plan to this batter. So I would love a little bit more like that. You know, your batters have specific areas you want to target, and you bowl, you know, you can set them up with a plan. I would love just a little bit more in depth on that. Like, again, it's tough because you're bowling to a computer, but that's probably the only thing I can really think of with the bowling I want to see more of. Is we got a little bit of a close in camera here. The one thing I will note, obviously we'll talk about like the Anderson bowling animation is beautiful, very smooth, very reminiscent. I mean, I guess that's one thing as well. You know, we just want to see more bowling actions in the game. It'll be interesting to see if they do have like a good chunk of a lot of the England and Australian batting and bowling animations. I mean, it'd be great. There's definitely going to be more than there were in the previous game. What was it, like five different batting styles, 5 different bowling styles, and a couple different spin options. So I'm expecting a few more of each of those, which will be good. But yeah, I mean, that's what we really want to see. Just more variety, more sort of customization would be nice. And yeah, we as we switch over here to the spin action, I was trying to, so you would have seen that I put him as a wrist spinner because I was seeing if there was a leg spin bowler in the game, but at the moment it's only Moeen Ali, so just the off spin. Obviously, I would imagine they're going to add like more cricketers to the nets we can try out and stuff, but yeah, at the moment it's just the off spin, which don't mind. We're just getting into, and again I go back to the pro controls, which are again very much the same. You rotate the analog stick to get the spin input, and then push forward to set the line and the direction of the ball. So yeah, very much the same, I would say. The one thing I will note, and I don't know if it's just I don't have a side-by-side comparison at the moment, but it felt like even the pace bowling, obviously don't worry about the miles per hour. Obviously when we're bowling with Jimmy, it was showing like 26 miles per hour, so yeah, that's obviously not going to be the case. So don't worry about that. But it just felt quicker, not so much it just felt more realistically quick out of the hand, because I don't know, it always felt in the last game, like I always set the slider for the pace bowling to be fairly high. I always pushed it way over the default because, I don't know, it added more of a challenge, but also it added that more realistic feel to facing a fast bowler. Like, it actually felt quick. But the default here, I just felt like even Anderson, obviously he's not a flat out fast bowler, not bowling 140, 150, but he's getting up around 130s. Like, that's still quick. That's still very, very quick in cricket standards. Like, that's your everyday Joe playing cricket facing 130 clicks, or just watching it on TV. It's still very fast. So I don't know, it just, to me, bowling, this short period of time, it just felt a little bit more realistically quick. And even the spin here, I don't know, it's more, it's a little bit, it just seems a little bit flatter, a little bit quicker, which would be more your off spin bowling. You can obviously change the the flight and all that sort of stuff as well. Sort of, yeah, when you set the type of delivery, which is good. But yeah, I don't know, just the feel of it felt nicer for sure. And it's gonna be an improvement on Cricket 19. The main thing, and I'll talk about this in future videos. We'll dive a little bit deeper into what I want to see, but I just want to see more customization. I want to see the career mode overhauled, which it seems like it has been. Like, it seems like it's actually going to be a career mode, which will be nice because, gotta be honest, the Cricket 19 career mode was the biggest letdown of that game because they talked it up as being a more story-orientated career mode, and it had absolutely nothing. All it had was a little bit of it had something for like the Ashes, but that was basically it. And then you got like, you got your cap presentation, which was nice, but it didn't have anything that I was hoping or even expecting like a little bit out of it. So it looks like they've improved that. I want to see, I mean, the fielding, we're yet to see any fielding. I definitely want to see the fielding overhauled because the fielding, even in Cricket 19, the fielding was pretty god awful. Like, let's be real, it's never looked good in cricket games. The fielding, the AI fielding, it's just so slow, or the throws are way too quick and way too accurate from like the boundary. It's just all round, it's always been very, very weird. But yeah, just just some bowling action for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy this. Have been enjoying this stuff so far. We're definitely going to be pumping out more to come, and yeah, I'll be diving into more detailed sort of discussions about what I want to see out of different aspects. But yeah, make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.